Calgary traffic, west side 1503, taxi number 35 left, Calgary.
Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome back to the flight deck. We're here in Edmonton, Alberta. We're carrying on our tour of Canada, heading eastwards. Crossing over a couple provinces, we're going to end up in Thompson, Manitoba. Third largest airport in Manitoba, but that's not saying much. It is rather small. So it's going to be a tight fit for this aircraft, but we'll get her down and we'll get her in there. We're up on VATSIM. Looks like Kevin is flying along with us in a Fokker 28, which I do not have, so he's model matched as a private jet, which we'll probably end up seeing in a bit. But let's hop on board and we can get the aircraft up and ready to go. Alright, so we are on board. We'll get our cockpit prep. Ooh, getting some frame lag there. Parking brake is set. Not sure why she's stuttering so much. That's interesting. Ground power is connected. We will turn on ground power, and batteries are coming on as well. Not sure what's causing my lag issue there. Interesting. So batteries are on. Everything screens are coming up. Again, removing that little utility to link the FENIX to the GSX seems to have worked, and is allowing everything to load properly. Alright, so with that all done, yeah, definitely the whole sim is stuttering a little bit. Let's get boarding underway.
Boarding requested.
There we go. And we will get into our setup here. This is going to be a bit of a pain. Get our adheres up and going. Evac sign is set to Captain Purser. We'll get our signs on. Nav lights on. Crew oxygen is on. Generators 1 and 2 are on in fault packs. 1 and 2 are on and in fault. Cockpit heat is set fine. Warnings are good. Emergency exit lights are
Calgary traffic, west side 5803, taking runway 35 left.
icing indicator, standby
Do you want
compass
board crew?
is set, and cargo heat is set to cold. So
Passengers
start
boarding starting.
I'm quickly going to come down here and set the radios. I'm picking up, I think it's Calgary, 122.8. Switch that over. Since ATC is not up here on Unicom, and hopefully the stuttering goes away. And 121.5 on the other radio. Didn't see this yesterday, so I'm wondering if it's the airport here. Trying to get the dial down here to 0.5. There we go. 121.5 is set on the radios. Alright, let's pop over here. We can start getting everything set up and ready to go through here. Yeah, I do hope this picks up. This is very annoying at the moment. This is taking a while to go through anything here. Alright, so let's get everything loaded in and set up. We'll do the instant load. Hey, Kevin. Yeah, not sure what's going on here. I got some heavy stuttering happening. Let's get the jetway back. See, it's really fighting me here. I'm not sure what is happening with the sim right now. It wasn't doing this yesterday, and I have really horrible stuttering here. Let me see something. Seems to have helped slightly. Yeah, I just did a little clearing of memory here. Let's hopefully that helps. There's our load sheet. We're going to need these numbers when we come over. We'll accept that. Pop over here. Get into the FMC, and we'll set up. 1 November, we are good on our database. We can go to our initialization now. It seems to be coming back. Let's request our flight plan. And in flight number, we are ACA 5556. Cost index of 25. We're going up to flight level 370 today. Interesting. Again, not sure what's causing this. Let's get our winds. We'll request our winds. Alright, so winds are in. Come over and set up our initial numbers. So our zero fuel weight is 119.3. And our center of gravity 30.4. Block fuel for today's flight. The flight plan is 16.8. And our reserve, usually about 2.5. It's 2 today. 2 tons of fuel for our reserve today.
Hello.
Clear these messages. Alright, so that's our initialization done. We can now go into our flight plan.
Good evening, ma'am. How are you? I'm doing good.
Alright, so winds, I'll just grab the latest. Winds are 260 at 6. It is cold out, it's -7, and we're looking at a barometer of is that actually showing the barometer? What's going on with that? Where is the airport? That's an interesting, it's not showing. Let's see if I can find it another way. Where's the raw MEDAR? Okay, so yeah, winds are 270 at 6. 3024 is the barrel. Over here, and we'll set that to 3024. Set. Get it on both sides before it yells at me. There it goes. Alright, we are set there as well. Uncage the standby. There we go. Let it finish doing its thing. And we can go back down to our... No, I saw that. I went and corrected that, Kevin. Thanks. Not sure how I got that. It was supposed to be the Edmonton airport. Anyway, let's get into our performance for our departure out of here. We are going to be going off on runway 20. I'm going to do 30 actually. Runway 30 today. Alright, so let's pop down here. We'll go into departure performance. So we're here at Winnipeg. We're going off of runway 30. Surface is dry. We'll link in the load sheet. We'll link in the weather, and we will calculate. We're going to be using the entire runway, and there's our speed. So we got 132, 134, and 135. No, it's this one. 132. I forgot what the numbers were. 134 and 135. Okay, stop doing that. 132. No. Yeah, I do not know what's causing these frames. And 135. And it's going to be a flaps 3 down to 64 degrees. So flaps 3 down 0.2 and 64 degrees on the flex. In Edmonton or in Thompson? Thompson's a huge Ministry of Natural Resources base for forest fires and all that stuff out there. So a lot of helicopters do fly in there. 18,000 feet transition altitude is good as well. All right, so we're all good with that. We can actually come down here now. It's been accepted. Pop back, and we'll go into the flight plan, and we will finish that. We never did do the full flight plan over here. So in the flight plan, CYEG, we're going to be departing off runway 30, and we're going off on the MEPOT 1 departure. We'll insert. And for our arrival, we are going straight in. There are no stars, but we're going to be doing the RNAV for runway 24. RNAV 24. Oh, it's not giving me any points to go in on, so we are going to add in. Let's pull it up. So after MEPOT, we are going to make the change and head directly to take out the manual first. Come on, clear that. Back to the flight plan. Thank you. Clear MEPOT. No, we're not going to clear MEPOT. Let's go back to the flight plan. This lag is throwing me off. Alright, so we got MEPOT. So we clear the disco. We're going to clear the manual. Hey J-Hog, how are you? There we go. So we're going there to Riley, and then after Riley, it should be YLL. After Riley, it's Yankee Lima Lima. Insert that. So we got live go. We actually want one further. So after YLL, we're going to be going into NAGBA. That is the entry point for the RNAV that we're going to use. Insert that, and then it's going to be to see. I don't know what I just erased. This lag is killing me. Alright, let's go back to the flight plan, read through it. So that's out to Millpot. Going to Riley. After Riley, it's going to be Yankee Lima Lima as our next waypoint. Insert that. We're going to clear that disco. It's going to take us to NAGBA. Then after NAGBA, it's going to go to LiveGo, so we'll clear and remove that. Alright. Alright, So at Nagbo we want to be at 3,000. Liveco 4,010. Okay, actually I can leave it in the way it is. Roadie at 2,100. So is this a hard 4,000? So that should be 4010. I'll insert that. And then at Rotary it will be a hard 2,100. I'll insert that. Alright, so that's the route in. And our performance information is all in. So MCDU is set up. We're going to be going out directly up to flight level 370. There we go. Altimeters are set. Transponder we will set to 2000, which is confirmed. PWS is on. GCS is on. Fueling, loading, and boarding is complete. And we can get the APU up and going. That's Kevin's over there. Looks like a private jet. It's actually a Fokker 28, but I don't have it, so it's not showing up as such. The APU is firing up.
We're ready to go when you are.
Oh, and looks like they're ready to go in the back.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome aboard. This is your flight attendant speaking. At this time, please be sure to make sure all large carry-on items are in the overhead bins and your small items are underneath the seat in front of you. If you have any trouble or need any assistance, please don't hesitate to let a flight attendant know and we would be happy to help you. After you put your carry-on items in the overhead bin and it is full, make sure you close it as a courtesy to other passengers. Also be sure that the aisle is clear and sit down so that way other passengers can get by you. If you're seated in an
So looking at our route today, you can see there's the Rockies. We're here in Edmonton, Alberta. We're going to be coming down across Saskatchewan all the way over to Manitoba, and you see there's Hudson Bay and the Great Lakes down there. It is snowing currently in Thompson, and we're in minus temperatures here in Edmonton, so Canadian winter is settling in a little bit further north from where I am. Looks like the APU is up and running. Bleeds are now on. External power is disconnected. Takeoff data is set. 132, 135. FCU is set. Flight directors are on both sides and radios are set. So let's pop back over here. We can get rid of our performance calculator. Back into the FENIX side, bring up the ground services. Get the doors closed. Chocks and GPU removed. Loud and clear, how am I?
5 thank you.
And we'll come over
Good afternoon, ladies
my
and gentlemen,
flight.
and welcome aboard flight 5556. Our flight time will be roughly 1 hour and
Bring up the route
28 minutes.
page,
Now
and
that
we
the
are ready
cabin
for
doors
push.
are closed, please make sure that all devices are in airplane mode and your large devices are now shut down and stowed. Please fasten your seatbelt and make sure that all tray tables and seat backs are in a full upright and locked position for departure. Cabin crew, prepare doors for departure.
Something's
verify straps, and stand by for all calls.
Really pulling on the memory here. I don't know what it is. Request de-icing? No. We're good. We're clear.
Due to icing conditions, please stand by for engine start until push is completed and brakes are set.
Alright.
Edmonton traffic at 110 stand by, please, correction target.
Alright. You are there.
Hello, Captain. We are ready for pushback.
So it looks like we got a company message. So we'll just pop down here quickly. Just clear the message out. It's going to be probably the other load sheet. There we go. Get rid of that.
Departure checks completed. Bypass pin inserted.
Back to the FMC and the flight plan. So we're going to be taxiing to the south east. So we're going to go tail left, nose right as soon as they are ready down below.
Locking gear.
While we're doing that, we will turn on our transponder. Again, we're waiting for them to hook up down below.
Release parking brakes,
There
please.
we go. Edmonton area traffic, Air Canada 5556, pushing start gate 70, facing southeast.
Release parking brakes, please. Commencing push. Due to icing conditions, please stand by for engine start until push is completed and brakes are set.
Guess it's a little bit slippery out there on the ramp. Yeah, hopefully when I get away from this airport, things gonna stabilize a little bit.
Ladies and gentlemen, please direct your complete attention to the flight attendants as they demonstrate the safety features of our aircraft. You will notice a light illuminated above your seat. When this light is illuminated, please fasten your seatbelt low and tight across your lap. To fasten, insert the metal fittings into one another and tighten by pulling on the loose end of the strap. To release your seatbelt, lift the upper portion of the buckle. We suggest that you keep your seatbelt fastened throughout the flight as you may experience unexpected turbulence. There are several emergency exits on this aircraft. Please take a few moments now to locate your nearest exit. In some cases, your nearest exit
I like the way the
you.
GSX guy is just being dragged along.
Floor-level lighting will guide you towards the exit. In the event of a decompression, an oxygen mask will drop in front of you. To start the flow of oxygen, pull the mask towards you. Place it firmly over your nose and mouth, secure the elastic band behind your head, tighten the straps if necessary, and breathe normally. Although the bag does not inflate, oxygen is flowing to the mask. If you are traveling with a child or someone who requires assistance, secure your mask on first and then assist others. Keep your mask on until a member of the crew advises you it is safe to remove it. In the event that the pilot decides to take us for a swim, a fashionable life vest is located in a pouch under your seat or between the armrests. When
Please set
instructed
parking
to do
brakes.
so, open the plastic
rather
pouch
abrupt
and remove
halt.
the vest. Slip it over your head. Wrap the straps around your waist and buckle at the front.
Alright,
Pull the strap to
we
tighten.
are
To
parked.
inflate the vest, pull firmly on the red cord only when exiting the aircraft. If
Fuel
your life
pumps
vest does not inflate automatically,
are on.
blow into
Beacon
the mouthpiece
didn't go
for
on.
manual inflation. Each vest is equipped with a whistle and light. If necessary, your seat cushion can be used as a secondary flotation device.
Alright.
Please securely
Start
stow
the
all
engines.
personal
Starting
items.
engine number
Make sure
2.
your seatbelts are fastened and seat backs and tray tables are all in their full upright position. We remind you that this is a non-smoking flight, and that includes vaping. Tampering with, disabling, or destroying the smoke detectors located in the lavatories is strictly prohibited by law. All of this information and more can be found in the safety card located in the seat back in front of you. We suggest reading this and letting a cabin member know if you have any questions. Thank you for flying with us again, and we hope you enjoy your flight.
Okay, we're in start mode. There we go.
Edmonton traffic, Quadrant, single, stand by 3, taxi to November, runway 20, will be taxiway apron, mixer, and Bravo, Edmonton.
Alright, looks like a good start on engine number 2. Let's get engine 1 up and going. I wonder if there was an update to the sim or something. I did a graphics card update the other day. Although I didn't see any of this yesterday, so I'm not sure what's going on. Again, hoping this is just the airport causing all these stuttering issues. Alright, well, it looks like we got a good start on both engines.
Cockpit to ground. We have a good engine start. You can disconnect.
Unlocking gear.
Alright, so ignition mode selector will go to normal. Generators 1 and 2 are both on, no fault. Packs are 1 and 2 are on, no fault. Probe heat is set to automatic. Anti-ice is currently not required. It's going to be flaps 3 for takeoff. It's flaps 3 set. Trim is going to be 2 down.
Tow truck
Wait
disconnected.
for the wheel to
Bypass
catch up
pin
here.
removed. Left is clear, right is clear.
We're prepared for takeoff.
Cabin sounds like they are ready to go. Trim is set. Flight controls, we'll do a quick check. It's full left, full right, neutral, full forward, full back, neutral, left rudder, right rudder, neutral, APU, bleed is off, APU is off, FCP is set for departure, engine instruments are checked and looking good. Taxi light is on, tiller is on, auto brakes set to max, ground spoilers armed, and TO config. What are we waiting on? The cabin. Alright, so brakes released. Let's go. Edmonton area traffic, Air Canada 5556 taxiing via Alpha to holding point runway 30 by Yankee. Let's see how we do on the taxi out here. Come down here to Echo, Alpha Echo. We do have aircraft landing. There he is. You can see him coming in. I did have that issue the other day where I had frame rate coming in. I can't remember where it was. I have to go back and review my settings again. Alright, we're going to come around the corner here. generic paint scheme there. CST, not sure what airline that is. I think what I will do later tonight is I'll come back and I'll reboot the system, load the sim, come back to this airport and see if I get these stutters. Anyway, we're on Alpha, and it looks like the cabin is ready. Ding. So flight time is about an hour and 28 or so minutes. And weather forecast in Thompson has a wind out of the northwest and a light snow falling. So it should be interesting. Big runways here out in Alberta.
On the Edmonton
due to higher elevation. So Kevin's lining up on 20. There's Alpha 3. We're going to go down to the end here. Get ourselves all set up and ready to go. Does not appear to have any other traffic inbound. Here is the turn point. It seems a little bit smoother down here. I wonder if it is that airport. Can't remember whose Edmonton airport we got here. But yeah. Now that I'm away from it, seems to be better if we do a look around. Oh yeah, look at that, eh? A little bit better. Alright, so V speeds are set 132, 134, 135 FCP. Nav data radios are set. So nose light is going to take off. Strobes are on. Runway turn-off lights are on. Landing lights. Come on. Give me the butt. Give it to me. There we go. Landing lights are on. Transponder's already on. TCAS is on. Transponder up and running. Weather radar is on. Clock will start when we're ready to go. And runway is identified. Edmonton area traffic, Air Canada 5556, taking position runway 30. And Kevin's up. could actually see him on the TCAS there. Still got some hesitations. Oh, nice trees in the distance. See those fall colors. Nice long runway. Facing the airport, we get those tags again. That's fine. There's Kevin heading out, so we should be good. Clock is running. Engines to 40%. Edmonton area traffic. Air Canada 5556 departing runway 30 on the MEPOD 1 departure, Edmonton. Brakes released. Takeoff power set. Band flex 64 degrees. SRS runway enabled. Auto throttle blue. 100 knots. Coming.
Edmonton, we're going to go overhead the Edmonton VOR parking.
Fighting the stutter. V1, rotate. Positive rate. Gear up. And it's got to be that airport. Look how it smooths out once I get out of sight of it. Autopilot's on. Thrust climb. Nosing down for acceleration. Flaps 2. It's 180 knots. Flaps 1. And that's just above S speed, so flaps retract. Alright, we're up and climbing away. There's our turn. We're going to turn towards Riley. Let's look at some stutters here. Ground spoilers disarmed. Turn off lights are off. Nose lights off. I think once we get into November, I'm going to seriously look at doing the graphics card upgrade on this thing. There's 10,000 feet. Get the lights off. Seatbelt signs can come off as well. There's Kevin. No, I'm just thinking it's got to be the airport.
Gentlemen, we have now passed 10,000 feet. You may turn on larger portable electronic devices. This is also a reminder to please keep your seatbelt fastened throughout the duration of the flight and do not form a line near the lavatory.
So it looks like we're going to be behind Kevin a little bit. We'll see if we can get the cruise altitude before he does. Yeah, it's got to be something with that airport. A bit of a shame. Anyway, as we climb out, we'll get the map up so we can see where we are. So nose lights are off, strobes are on, it's all done. Gear up, autopilot on, flaps are retracted, ground support system, arm altimeter is set. We'll switch over to standard since we're closing straight through, or climbing straight through. Stop doing that. And seatbelt signs are off. A little bit about where we are there. We are heading up. Oh, you're only going up to 290? Okay. Well, fair. Alright, so we're going to take up a position somewhere around here. Let's go to the south side. Looking out towards the sun. We'll bring up some in-flight entertainment. I'll get that up and running. Then I have to go run Miss Molly out and get her squared away. She's been very good waiting for me. So I'll be back in a bit. I will be in chat. I'll let you know when I get back, and we'll see you in a few minutes.
Had your way. Here we are, just about as far from civilization as we can get.
What's that moving around out there?
Looks like somebody in trouble.
Let's go.
Water, Lucky.
Easy, partner.
lost my horse. I'm Pappy Temple of Sundown. Give this to Mickey.
He's got to have a doctor, Lucky, and fast.
You have some water, boys?
Sure will, Mr.
Any sign of Pappy, Mickey?
No. But I won't give up hope.
That's the girl, Mickey. The old Temple spirit, huh? Mickey! Hard Rock! Joel, come here! Make it pronto. I got something to show you here. Man, hurry up. I found it. Have a look at this. We've struck it rich. Happy saved this flame. I just found his monument over there. There, read that, Mickey.
That's why you went to Goldfield to file and wanted to surprise us.
You're right.
Jake, you go to Goldfield and file for us. Pay up the taxes on Sundown, just like Pappy wanted to do.
I sure will. Come on, let's go.
Goodbye. And do be careful, Jake.
Don't you worry, Mickey. I'll be careful, all right.
I don't know just what we would do without you, Jake. With Pappy gone.
Now you cheer up. I'm going to bring you back a surprise. Nana and the baby.
But, Jake, this is no place for a baby.
Yes, 'tis. Now that we can buy some comfort, you need their company. You know what you do now. Keep this mum. I send out and then file furnish. I know what to do. Don't you worry, Hard Rock. I'll fix it up just right. All right. Goodbye, Mickey.
Goodbye.
Have a nice day. So long. Minding it all there. Good. Hurry up. Get along.
Hello, Mac.
Hello, Dana.
Anything stirring?
Well, nothing much. A few claims being staked up the creek here, but nothing that would interest us. All right.
Howdy. I want to pay up the back taxes on Sundown and have it re-registered. Me and my partners.
Sundown, huh? What's happening over there? Did you strike card?
No, just kind of like to own the place you're living, you know.
Yeah, that's right. Well, let's see, that'll be $820, old hammer.
It's kind of high, ain't it?
Well, do you want it or not?
Oh, sure. There's your money.
Sure.
By the way, might just well file a few claims while I'm here. Might want to prove up on them. It's a waste of paper, though. You never can tell what might happen. Say, that deed to Sundown gives me all the mineral rights, too, don't it?
Why, you know that.
Well, I was just asking.
That'll be $4 more.
There you are.
All right.
Well, good day to you.
So long.
He's hiding something. It's a strike and a ritual. We never pay up the back taxes on Sundown.
Yep, he struck it.
Listen, you keep the next page clear. Make out a bill of sale, copy his signature. I think we've got something there. We'll get him when he leaves town.
Right.
baby.
Well, we'll be glad to see her, too.
That baby means a lot to Mickey. Now, with lots of money, she can do what she's always wanted to do. Get in.
It's fine.
Eh? Well, it's all right, then. Looks like trouble, Nana. Hold on, I'm going to make a run for it. Here's it.
I've got the deets. Let's get out of here. Somebody's hurt, Lucky.
They stole our deed to sundown. Our claims, too. You'll find the desert right over the ridge. Find Mickey. Give her the baby.
Baby? There's something all wrong here, Lucky. Temple said he had the deed to sundown, and this fellow said he was robbed of the same deed. Doesn't make sense. Temple couldn't have done it. He's under the care of a doctor.
Well, what do you think?
I think there's something happening that isn't on the up and up. Someone's in for a bad deal. I think we'll just keep quiet and see what happens.
Well, what about this little shaver?
Well, I think we better get him back to sundown. He's probably mighty hungry by now. Temple said his partner and his girl were there. I'll bet this is the girl's baby. must be their shack, but doesn't seem to be a soul around. This kid's got to eat.
Well, let's go in, see if there's anybody to home.
Somebody lives here.
Here, you hold the little feller. I'll see if I can wrestle him up something to eat.
There's some strange men in the house, and they're upsetting things.
Strange men?
Yes.
We'll see about that. Come on, Australia. Just what do you men think you're doing here?
Well, Miss, we can't...
How dare you take possession of another person's property without permission?
Well, you see...
You might be gentlemen enough to announce yourselves, but no, you're sneaking around like a couple of rattlesnakes.
Well, Miss,
Who are you, anyway?
Well, you see,
never mind, don't tell me.
Well...
What I want to know is what right have you got to come in here? Of all the nerve.
Well,
I just wish my boys were here. They'd make an example of them.
Well, Miss, I'm trying to tell you. We didn't do it for ourselves. We did it for him.
Oh, there's another one of you, is there? Well, I'll give him a piece of my mind, too. Why, Jimmy, where did you get this baby?
We sort of found it.
What do you mean you found it? This is our baby.
Yeah, we figured as much, but there's a lot to be explained.
You can save your explanation for the boys. So, Spaniel, go get them.
Well, boys, it don't look like much now. But wait till it booms. Yeah, we better keep our eyes open. Well, everything's here. It won't take much to put this place in operation. Well, let's run down these claims and have a look at them. And the next move is to Goldfield, record them. But first, let's ride down to that old shack we passed and see if we can't find some grub. Partner, run out of grub. How about me and the boys eating?
Sorry, mister, but we're short of provisions here.
Well, we're willing to pay you well, miss.
It's the question of paying. We're short of food.
Well, how would you like it if we just stepped in and helped ourselves?
Take it easy, gents. Taking food by force is pretty bad business, isn't it?
Oh, we're desert men. You run out of grub.
Desert men don't run out of grub. They're too smart for that. You're on private property, mister. My advice is get off.
Right.
Hold it. I'll hitch your saddles and get out. Quick.
It was nice of you to help, but I could have handled them.
Regular little firecracker, ain't she?
She sure is.
We'll even things with that outfit. Wait till we break the news. They'll pour in here like flies. The town will boom, and it's all ours.
Maybe them two chaps back at camp can help us solve what killing a Jake and your sister.
I hope so. From now on, boys, little Jimmy is my baby. My own baby. Understand?
Just as you say. Shall we start back?
Doctor, I've been here about a week now. Guess I can make it home all right.
I think you better stay a few more days. You know, you were in a pretty bad shape.
I was going to send this deed to Mickey and the boys. Mickey's my granddaughter. Now that I'm all right, I'll sure surprise them all.
I'll bet that will be a surprise.
Starting our in-flight service. We will be serving complimentary drinks and snacks. Please look into the feedback for our list of complimentary and premium drinks. Premium drinks are available for a small charge. Please note that we only accept credit cards.
Little cowboys won't be strong if they stay awake too long. Little close your eyes. Someday you'll grow up and run the hills the way I do.
like kids, don't you?
I didn't mean to intrude, but Viv was crying and...
Sure, I know. I like kids, too.
I didn't think you liked anything.
Why did you say that?
Just to see if you can take what you hand out.
Just what do you mean?
The baby. It's your attitude. The way you treat these old pals of yours.
How do I treat them?
Never a kind word. Never a smile. Any one of them will lay down their lives for you.
And I do the same for them.
A very funny way of showing it.
Just who do you think you are to lecture to me?
The baby.
Let's get out where I can tell you a few things.
I'd rather not hear them.
I know you wouldn't, but you're going to. You or anybody else can't stop me.
Be quiet. You always fight and stop and keep quiet.
I'm not going to argue with you anymore. Now you listen. You've had your say. Now I'll have mine. You see that desert? I was born on it. I'm part of it. Sometimes it's cruel. You have to fight it. Heat, sand, no water, no food. That alone would harden you. But I've learned to love it. You wouldn't understand. You don't speak our language. You're from the cow country.
How do you know?
Oh, I know men. Wasn't I raised in sundown when it boomed? It was the melting pot of the wasteland. And I had to rub elbows with the good and the bad. I know men, cowboy. You can't lecture me.
I wasn't trying to lecture you. But like the desert, you were cruel at times. And just as beautiful.
Beautiful? No one ever told me that before.
Not even your husband?
What? Oh, yeah. Forget him. But I'll remember what you said. I guess I have been a little hard with the boys.
Well, I guess it's time to hit the hay. We can be friends, can't we?
Sure.
Good night, Mickey.
Good night. Big clunk.
Here it is, folks. Here it is.
Big gold strike at sundown.
They'll be rushing in here like madmen any minute.
And the old town will be booming again. Now the fireworks start.
Your eyes open, Lucky. Those responsible for this rush may be connected with the killings.
Hadn't we better tell her about her dad?
No, not yet. Let's see what develops. Well, there should be no trouble. You own the town and your deeds are properly filed. Sit tight.
That was a good thought of yours, Jack. Sending Soapy to Goldfield to check up on Jake's filing. He should be getting back by now.
Mickey, let's have one last look at sundown before it awakens.
All right.
while, that town will live again. Hum with the activity of madmen, crazed by the lust for gold.
It seems so peaceful in its sleep. It's a shame to disturb it.
I'm beginning to understand you, Mickey. By the way, what's your last name?
Names don't mean anything out here, cowboy. Let's ride into the town.
What?
Mine in this place alone.
Vicky, they're taking possession of our town. They can't do that. Come out here. What right do you men got to take over this town?
Ownership, my friend.
We're the owners.
Oh, no. I have a bill of sale to sundown, properly recorded.
You're lying.
You'll have to prove that.
Nicky, Hard Rock, take it easy. Come here.
They're a bad crowd. They're going to be hard to handle.
We'll handle them, Mickey. Can't do a thing till Sylvie gets back.
I guess you're right. But let's drift up to the tickets. You can't tell what they'll try next.
And we'll run them off of their claims, too. All right, men, get that stuff inside. Just what do you think you're doing on my claim?
Your claim?
That's what I said.
Why, you even scatterwag. You can't get away with this.
Oh, I wouldn't draw if I were you.
You're quite handy with that weapon, my friend. If you didn't have that gun poked on me, I'd break your neck.
Take off your gun belt, Dana.
Take it off.
Start breathing.
Getting back to town. And you all better stay away from these diggings.
Kinda tough yourself, like desert people. Hey, cowboy?
You kind of took him down a peg or two. Oh, don't worry about him.
Australia.
Yeah?
Can you ride?
Why, of course. I used to ride for His Majesty the King.
Now you're going to ride for Her Majesty, Queen.
Joe, as you and me sneak into town, I'm just hankering to meet that fella Dana face to face. Me too.
And tell Tappy Temple to bring back the law. We're going to need it.
Right you are, Mr. Jack. And I'll hurry. Well, you never can tell. It might come in handy. Me and Joe's going to drift into town and mosey around a bit.
Watch your step, boys.
We'll be all right. Don't worry about us.
Keep your eye on Lucky. I'd give my right arm to a kid like that. If I was his dad, I'd never leave him.
You'll never have a kid like this if you marry one of your kind.
What do you mean, my kind?
By some whitewashed, lily-fingered dame that hasn't the backbone to speak her own mind. Takes milk baths, has her breakfast served in bed. Probably blows bubbles for exercise.
No, that's not my kind. As a matter of fact, I left the cow country to get away from one just like that.
You never should have left. For you'll never understand desert people.
Why do you say that to me?
Just to see if you could take some of the things you hand out.
Jack, Soapy just got back. He, Hard Rock, and Joe are headed for the saloon. Might mean trouble.
All right, Lucky.
Be careful.
You're not by any chance interested in my welfare?
Not exactly. But the baby might miss your singing.
Just think, Lucky. This happened almost overnight. We better find those three old timers. They might be on the wharf.
There's Dana now. Let's go over and have a showdown. Don't aim to be put aside so easy. Understand?
Just what are you getting at?
We ain't satisfied with your bill of sale.
Meaning?
Meaning that Jake Reed was shot by you and your gang, and that bill of sale forged.
Why, you...
Right up the slope! Out of the slope, behind the slope!
These old men are a menace to the community. Walking around killing men for a fancied wrong. They might pick any one of you men next. I say they should be handled. Hold it. Well, you can't take the law and rights of other men in your hands.
That's what you're trying to do, Dana.
Well, that's something you'll have to prove. My papers are clear.
I'm not so sure of that. Now, release those 3 men.
I'm holding them for attempted murder.
You haven't the authority to hold anyone. Start going, Hardlock.
I'll make you wish you'd never butted into this.
You've made me glad I have.
Get all our men together. We'll run them out at sunup.
Right. They'll be trying in some way to drive you out. My advice to you men is to go and take Mickey with you. Lucky and I will stay here and try and hold them.
I should say not. Leave you here to fight our battle? Just what do you think of desert people?
Thanks for offering, young fella, but we'll stick right with you. What's that? Get the guns!
Bruce, I'm arresting those 3 men for attempted murder. You and your pal as accomplices. Now surrender or we'll take you by force.
All right, Dana.
Start taking. Get back in the house.
I'm staying right here.
Mickey, you stay in here.
Jack, maybe if Joe, Soapy, and me had surrendered, it'd save trouble, and Mickey wouldn't get hurt.
Don't you worry about me, and there'll be no giving up.
Take cover, men. Tear that house apart. I gave them their chance.
Cover those windows, boys.
Surround the house. Wait! Riders, heading this way. We better get into town with the rest of the boys. This may mean real trouble. Come on.
Mickey, they're leaving.
What? They're running away. The sneaking coyotes.
Look! It's Australia with the law. Mickey, you stay here. Come on, man.
Come on. Let's hot for it for sundown. We can't miss this right here.
You feel?
Feel all right now, son? Well, this is Marshal Davis.
Howdy, Marshal.
Howdy.
The gang has just taken over Sundown, and they have deeds. I'm betting they're forged.
Sure they are. They're worthless. Where is this gang?
They headed for town.
Let's go.
Now, in case anything happens and we have to run for it, there's enough dough for all of us right there in that bank. You fellas stick around, and when the right time comes, handle them. Blow the vaults. We'll go down and clean out the saloon. We'll drift in the back way.
A minute, Dana.
Hey, what's the trouble, gents?
Who is he, Jack?
His name's Dana, and he says he has the deed to Sundown.
Then he's your man, Marshal.
Dana, on a trespassing warrant, I order you to leave town.
Well, I own this town and have the deeds to prove it. Properly filed in Goldfield, Nevada.
They're worthless. I discovered the town is not in Nevada, it's in California. And here is the legal deed.
He's right, Dana. This mob's been trespassing on Temple's property.
Marshal, arrest this man for forgery and for the murder of old Jake Reed.
Take out where you are. Don't move.
Wait a minute, Marshal. The front door. Lucky, you and the boys cover the street. Don't take any chances. Come on.
sir. Everybody in town is mighty grateful. Where is Jack?
He's in the house telling the kid goodbye. Sure likes that kid, don't he?
Well, little fella, no more lullabies. I'll sure miss you. I'll miss the desert. And somebody else. Oh, shucks. Shouldn't even think about her, I guess. Your dad'll be coming back someday.
Boys, boys! Jack's leaving you. We've got to stop him.
Stop him? Why?
Because I love him, Pappy.
God, he thinks you're already married and that the baby's yours. Would you like to have me tell him the truth?
Oh, yes. I mean, no. Oh, boys, don't you understand? He mustn't know now. Isn't there some legal way to hold him?
I got it. He brought that baby here, didn't he?
Yes.
And now he's leaving. That's child deception.
That's right. That's right. Yes, sir.
Well, I could hold him on that charge, miss, if it'd help.
Certainly will.
Well, come think about it. The baby really does need him, and... Quiet. Here he comes.
Well, folks, I reckon we'll be on our way.
And just where do you think you're going?
Back to the cow country where ladies blow soap bubbles.
I'm sorry to disappoint you, and also the ladies, but you're not going anywhere. Arrest him, Marshal.
Sorry, Mr. Bruce, but I can't let you leave here.
Yeah, why not?
For the very serious offense of child desertion.
Child desertion?
You brought him here, didn't you?
Yes, I brought him here, but I thought he was your baby.
I don't know where you got that idea. He's my sister's baby. He hasn't any mother or father now. I was never married. And I never expect to be.
Yes, it does trick you sometimes, doesn't it, boys? So the baby hasn't any mother or father, huh? And you're never going to be married, huh? Well, we'll settle that question right now.
Jack, let go!
Don't argue with me, please.
You can't do that! I won't go!
Well, I reckon Mickey's finally got a boss.
Yeah. Well, I guess he's got one, too.
Alright, welcome back to the flight deck. We're about 65 miles from top of descent. We can start entering our information in. We'll pop down here. We're going to go over to the next phase to enter in our approach information. I've pulled up the weather for Thompson. Looks like the snows have stopped. And we have overcast skies. Let's grab it and throw it into the chat here. There we go. Overcast skies. Winds are 240 at 9 gusting 15. Kevin, you might want to reconsider that 06 approach. Looks like we've got broken clouds at 3600, overcast at 5000. It's currently -1. 3000 is the Barrows. So we'll put that in. Temperature of -1. Winds 240 at 9. Yeah, everything's working much better now. It definitely seems to have been the airport that was causing those issues in Edmonton. We're going to be doing the straight-in landing. It is 966 will be the minimums on the barrel for this approach. Alright, and that is all set up. 53 miles to top of descent. And we're going to be setting down 2,100 feet, which is the glide path intercept. So as you can see, basically we're going to be coming in, we'll be doing a couple right-hand turns and then landing on the runway. Missed approach, we climbed to 2400, flying 238 degrees, and head out to Vexas if we need to. So basically we're going to fly runway heading as we head out. So it looks like Kevin's a little bit behind. Hey Willie, how's everything? Hope you're doing well. So as you can see, we're coming up. Thompson's located in Manitoba, which kind of comes up this way and comes into the southern part of Hudson Bay here. So Thompson's located roughly about there, and big forestry town and all that stuff that we're going to be heading into. So it'll be interesting to see. Oh, there's the clouds starting to come in. It'll be interesting to see what the conditions are going to be like. We're going to get rid of the chart now and start getting ourselves ready for the arrival. Hope all is well with you. Alright, so we're about 40 miles and then we'll be beginning our descent down. It's going to be pretty much a straight descent all the way down. There is no star for this airport. So we're heading in directly to the initial approach fix. Looking forward to the landing. Yeah, see if I botch it. You missed the stuttering takeoff out of Edmonton. For some reason, the airport scenery was causing me no end of issues. But she's okay now. So we're flying over a typical landscape here. Nothing but rocks, lakes, and forest. This is very much what about 95% of Canada looks like. We're getting closer now. 30 miles, top of 6. Kevin's behind us. So he'll be coming in shortly after us. I don't think there's any gates or anything here. We'll just be parking on the apron. PMG will try to kill you on Saturday, probably. Well, are you crossing the pond? Or, what are you doing? I know, I think Kevin and Nick are both flying across on this one. Should be interesting. Kevin, you'll have to let me know, are they using radio callouts crossing over, or are they just doing it entry and exit point? Very quiet up in this part of the country, not a lot of traffic in the air. There's a number south of us. WestJet, Rouge, DHL. But not a lot of ATC up at the moment in North America. A couple centers, but it's just entries and exits. Yeah, it makes it a lot easier. Transylvania. Nice. That's, I guess Nick is putting that flight together for you. Alright, once again we're flying the old school Air Canada here. Still get some, a little bit of stuttering. Looking good. Oop. Oh, dark is doing it? Okay. Alright, so we're 8 miles out, so we're going to begin our descent into Thompson. Thompson area traffic, Air Canada 5556, leaving flight level 370, inbound to Nagba for the RNAV runway 24 at Thompson. You don't know where you're flying? Oh, it keeps it interesting. Alright, let's head down. Alright, 100 miles to go to the airport. We're going to hold 1,000 feet per minute until we re-intercept the glide path, or the flight path. And then we'll be dropping down lower. Looks like we're tuning in some VORs here. Thompson VOR 112.9. Is that what we tuned in here? 1129? Yeah, it is. So we'll throw it up. I think we should be on both. Yeah, we're on both. So we'll throw up VOR 1. I don't know why my speed has decided to go all the way back to 230 knots. It's interesting. So PMD, you did a run from Atlanta to YYZ last night for practice. Good flight. Oh, that's good to hear. Was that on VATSIM or just on your own? Offline, yeah. Alright, speed's coming up. When we hit 280, we'll peg it at 280 for the rest of the descent. Well, there's 2,500 feet per minute descent rate going now. We might as well set our barrel, since we're going to be descending right down through it, and that's going to be 3000. There we go. Before this thing alarms at me, we'll get this side set as well. Getting back into VATSIM next month, yeah. That's pretty good. It's been 20 years. I know a couple years ago I looked it up, and I joined VATSIM the first year it was around, way back in the FSX days, so I've been with them quite a while. There's 30,000 feet coming up. I don't know why I'm not. See if we can get this thing down further. Converted over, so we're going to peg our speed at 280. Alright, we're looking good. Pretty quick descent rate. Trying to pick up that profile again. You're an official pilot on World Flight Scotland 2004. Cool. Alright, so we're 63 miles to go to the runway. That's track miles, obviously. We're looking good. There's 24,000 feet coming up. So we'll go through our descent checklist. Weather data and arrival is obtained and set. MCDU approach page is completed. Radios are set. Engine NTA is not required. FCP is set 280, managed, and 2,100 feet. Altimeter set 3000. Approach has been briefed. Missed approach has been covered. Auto brakes are going to be set to medium. Altimeters are already on local pressure. We're on VATSIM at the moment, yeah. Unfortunately, there's no... we did have Winnipeg Center up, but just before we started, he went offline, so we've been without. And there's the clouds starting to come in. Yeah, I know the speed brake's out. Let's pull it in and see if we get it. Yeah, Canada is kind of sporadic. It's 19,000 feet. Throw on a terrain radar just so we can see. Not expecting any major elevation changes. There are some hills in the area, but should not be too bad. Oh, Green Day? Really? No, I didn't see that. I'm not a big sports guy, so I don't really follow that stuff. Back on the path here. So we did have light snow in Thompson earlier. The snow has stopped. But we still have minus temperatures, so expecting to be using the entire runway and then backtracking. 30 miles to the turn. Yeah, I mean they would be popular. They got a few good hits they can do in the halftime show, so that would work out very well for them. Looks like we're coming over some high ground. We're going to get ready to start our speed reduction. There's 13,000 feet. We're going to go down to 270 knots. Is that what they call it now, Tim Hortons Field? 12,000 feet, down to 260. So we got a maximum of 210 at NAGBA. If we come down to our approach page and take a look, we can see that our clean speed is 202. So we're just going to go clean speed right away.
Please return to your seat as the seatbelt sign is now on.
And, wait, is it? No, it's not. Now it is.
We have begun our final descent into your destination. Flight attendants will be passing through the cabin to collect any trash one final
It's
time.
250
Please
feet.
ensure tray tables are stowed and seats are in the full upright position. Please also store any carry-on
Oh, well,
items
when did the
either
knockdown
in the
ever win?
pocket or under the seat in front of you.
Alright, let's get the lights on. Down 250 knots. Thompson area traffic, Air Canada 5556 is 25 miles out inbound for the RNAV runway 24 Thompson. Alright, so we're going to go into approach phase. We'll manage speed. That'll bring us down to that 202. Deviation indicators are up. And we are slowing. Let's help get that speed back a little bit. Come down, we'll get the turn off lights on, taxi light on, wing lights are on. Make sure the cabin is ready. $7,700 feet. Airport elevation is 735 feet. Approach mode is on. Alt final selected and app nav set. We're 10. Weather, there's the turn. And we'll go flaps 1. Bit of a faint stuttering there, yeah. I'll do some setting checks. Again, not sure what's causing this. Final lap. Speed brakes armed. Oops. Just gear and flaps now. 4,100 feet at Livgo, and then 2,100 feet at Rotary, and that should put us right on track. Yeah, we'll see. I do got to thump her down a little bit because it is a short runway here. And as you can see, I'm getting a little bit of stuttering going on. I'm not sure why. A little bit of snow we're going to go through on the way down. I can see lights ahead.
2,500.
Thompson area traffic, Air Canada 5556 established RNAV, runway 24, Thompson. Alright, there, we're below 2,000, flaps 2, gear down. Gears down. 160, flaps 3. Flaps full. Alright, gear down 3, green, flaps full, lights are on, cabin notified, and landing memo, no blue. Set missed approach altitude of 2,400 feet. Alright, here we go. Looking good. Slight crosswind out of the right. We're at VAP. 600 feet. Autopilot disconnect. I have control.
Above.
That is very annoying, that lag landing.
$100. 50. 40. 20. Retard.
The inputs are delayed because of that drag. Wow, or the lag. That was so. And then of course my auto brakes kicked off. Anyway, got her down.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have reached our destination. The local time is 4:36 p.m.
Alright,
and
let's
it's
get this
currently
thing
about
turned around.
-1 degrees Celsius. You can now use your mobile devices. Please remain
Yeah, I don't know
seated
what's
until the air
causing
traffic
this
comes to a complete stop and the seatbelt sign is turned
drag.
off.
I'll do a little
Remember
test
to use
later
caution when
tonight.
opening the overhead bins, as items may have been shifted during the flight.
Yeah,
We
it's sure
thank
it's
you for
only
flying with us.
5,800 feet long. The other one's 5,000 and it's gravel, so good thing we didn't have to use that. Thompson area traffic, Air Canada 5556 backtracking runway 24 to Charlie. Yeah, you can see those hesitations and everything. I don't know what's causing that. Very frustrating. Here is Charlie. Flaps up, speed brakes disarmed. Thompson area traffic, Air Canada 5556 clear runway 24 at Charlie. Taxiing to the apron. Alright, let's get these lights off. That light off. That can come off. That can come off. Turn on the tiller. Sorry, Willie, what is what? What's causing the stuttering, or what was my landing? I'll just pull up in front of the hangar here. Terminal building. It's obviously not Edmonton Airport causing that stuttering, so like I said, I'll do a reboot. I'll try it without all the server streaming stuff running, see if it's any better. Oh, where are we? We're in Thompson, Manitoba. That's where we are today. Alright, so we are here. Let's pop down. We'll get the ground power and chocks. Ground power and chocks are in. Let's get the ground power on. That's fine. We'll shut down the engines. Fuel pumps will come off. Beacon light can come off. Taxi light can come off. Lab lights will stay on. Flight directors off. Oh, company message. I'm not going to use you for deboarding.
This
I will
parking
use
is too small for your aircraft. The boarding requested.
you. Let's pop over see what that. Yeah, we'll use Air North. I think that's what Kevin's flying actually. Let's see what the message is. Oh, it's the arrival message at 2147 or 2140. There we go. All right, we are here as we continue our tour of Canada. Everything is going well.
Currently 9 miles to the west, inbound overhead field to avoid the traffic for visual momentum.
And Kevin's on his way in. So thanks for watching, Willie. Good to see you. Stay well. Kevin, thanks for flying. And I got to do a little bit of troubleshooting and see what's going on. And we'll see you guys all in the next one. Take care. Bye for now.